These are 7 of the best MetaQuest 3 games that you should play, leveraging all of the next-gen features of the new VR headset with amazing graphics and epic gameplay moments. First, let's start off with one of my personal favorites. This game just blows me away every single time, Aspire 2. Now, this game is supported also on the MetaQuest 2, but it's way better on the MetaQuest 3 with its mixed reality features and the much higher quality pass-through camera on the newer headset. Basically, Aspire 2 is like an FPS or a tactical shooter, but instead of using like traditional levels, where they render in and you're in that environment, it actually uses your house as the mission. So you can literally be in your own kitchen, your own bedroom, your own living room, whatever, and all the enemies will appear inside your house, and you use all of the physical objects in front of you as elements to hide behind and so on. It's genius how it does it. This was literally like my dream game as a kid. I used to have to use my imagination running around with my Nerf guns around the house and doing all these missions, pretending there was people to shoot because I had no one to play with. But games like Aspire 2 just make it happen right in front of you with the AI appearing in your actual home. The objectives are also inside of the real rooms in your house, and you can traverse through the various different missions and just have hours of fun. Next up, we've got Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lords. Now, this is a slightly newer game that released just after the launch of the MetaQuest 3, and you embark on a mission to track and trap particular ghosts in a fun and exciting new infestation style game mode. And as you go through the infestation level, you can capture all the different ghosts. It will finally conclude with like an ultimate boss battle that you have to undergo. Now, this game does also have multiplayer, 4-player co-op, so you can play with a bunch of friends online, and it works very well because obviously you've got the Quest controllers in your hands doing different things with the various different guns and gadgets that you hold to obviously trap the ghost. Works very well and very, very native feeling. It's very clever. Ghostbusters is actually the perfect franchise for something in virtual reality. A little bit similar to like some of the Star Wars games, works quite well because you got to hold the lightsaber. Now, there is a little tiny game mode that has a mixed reality element that basically shows the potential of what maybe future updates and DLCs could entail for owners with the MetaQuest 3. But overall, it's a new game and it works great on both the Quest 2 and Quest 3 regardless of your headset choice. And something I've noticed personally playing a lot of these cross-compatible Quest headset games is the graphics are always better on the Quest 3. There's usually a patch or some form of an update that just makes them look visually higher res, higher quality textures, and so on, which just makes the overall experience a little bit more bearable. Because the Quest 2 was a great headset, but the resolution and reading text was quite difficult. But with the higher resolution screens on the Quest 3 and the better graphics from all of the games that have received updates, it's made a considerable difference, allowing me to play the games for longer than like maybe half an hour in different game sessions. I can push over to an hour or so within the headset now. This next game's a really fun one, and it's actually creativity based, and it's Piano Vision. Now, this isn't fundamentally a video game. There's no shooting, ghosts or anything like that. It's actually a way for you to learn how to play the piano in real life. It's essentially like Guitar Hero, but Piano Hero. It utilizes the mixed reality camera on the headset, so it can place a keyboard in front of you on your desk. You don't even need to own an actual piano in order to play along. You can use a virtual one. And then with the hand tracking within the headset, which is just a phenomenal feature on these MetaQuest headsets, you can use your physical hands to play the keyboard in front of you, either with the fake virtual one or a real keyboard, and then the mixed reality headset will overlay the relevant keys with what you need to press. It's a very engaging way to learn the piano. Now, I love music. I play guitar, play drums, play piano as well, and I'm self-taught on the piano, and it was awful, really boring to teach yourself watching YouTube videos. If this existed when I was a teenager, my word, I'd be like Mozart on the keyboard now. I think it's a very fast and efficient way for you to learn all the different notes on the keyboard and also songs, because it essentially is a video game. You're basically playing Guitar Hero, but on a piano, and then you're actually essentially learning a real life skill while you're playing the game. This game's like a 10 out of 10. I think it's so much fun. Because one of the worst things sometimes about video games is you waste a lot of hours really not achieving anything. It's like false status. You're just playing games, and you're having fun, but really, ultimately, you've not progressed in your real life from all those hours that you spent. It's just been a little bit of escapism and fun. Next up, we've got Red Matter 2, which is probably one of the most talked about games for the MetaQuest 3. It's had the most updates and so on, and it's got the best graphics. It really showcases the potential of the headset. Red Matter 2 is an immersive puzzle adventure game that transports you into outer space, and the environments and worlds that you get to explore are absolutely phenomenal, especially with the higher resolution and that upgrade with the newer headset, the better graphics. Just the lighting on this game just looks exceptional. It's got a good range of diverse styles of missions and also puzzles to solve, so it stays engaging throughout your entire play sessions. And the control schemes are very intuitive and well thought out with the controllers. Now, this game is actually over a year old. It did release back in 2022 for the Meta Quest 2, but as I previously stated, it has had a next generation upgrade for the newer headset that sort of took it to a whole new dimension. While we're on the topic of puzzle games, this next title is actually super duper cheap. Only costs around $10, and it's called Cubism. Once again, this is a slightly older title, but it does leverage the mixed reality features of the Quest 3 headset very well. Now, Cubism used to just render these different cubes and objects and puzzles in like a black or white environment, but in the latest update, it actually does it in your desk, like on your desk in front of you. So right in front of you, you can pick up all the different shapes and complete all the different puzzles, like Tetris style puzzles with the different cubes that you've got to join together and fit into different gaps and so on. You can do that physically in front of you on your desk right there, instead of in this like stale white or dark mode style environment. Just makes it much more engaging. And just like, as I say, just immersive and fun with that super cool mixed reality features. This isn't a game that you're going to play for an extensive amount of time, but for $10, it's definitely worth a few hours here and there to complete the various different puzzles. Now, this next one also has mixed reality features, and that is Lego Brick Tales. This game is off scale. It allows you to literally put a Lego set on your coffee table, your kitchen table, wherever you want, and you can have this whole Lego world physically in front of you, which is cool. Like, Lego's cool in real life, but this doesn't have the mess of Lego or the space requirements of Lego, and also the expense. If you want a big audacious Lego city, it's going to cost you a few £1,000s. But Lego Brick Tales will set you back around $24, but actually at the time of making this video, it's got 50% off in a sale, so it's only about 12 quid. Now, this game did come out in 2020, and once again, it had those pre-rendered sort of environments where you would go through all the different missions, but with a latest upgrade for the Quest 3, it allows you to leverage the mixed reality features and the full color pass-through camera, so you can actually have the Lego in a physical environment. Very similar to if you've ever seen that HoloLens demonstration for Minecraft back in, wow, I think probably 2011, 2013, way back when. Same premise there, literally like the whole Lego set's appearing on the table in front of the gamer. This definitely would have been my favorite game as a kid, and I'm super jealous that it wasn't out when I was a little bit younger. Now, the final game that I want to share with you is for a much older audience, and that is Assassin's Creed Nexus. This is a highly anticipated virtual reality game to recently relaunch, and it also has a bit of a AAA price tag. It's one of the most expensive ones mentioned in this video at around $40. Now, this is a full-length Assassin's Creed action-adventure game where you get to play as 3 of the legendary characters. You get to experience parkour, combat, and stealth, all from a completely different perspective, which is obviously first person within the Assassin's Creed world. This game does a great job of taking some of the best features and aspects of the older Assassin's Creed games and converting them over into a virtual reality series with a fantastic storyline, along with some very unique and exciting features, such as transporting between modern time and obviously the simulator, like the Animus, going between those two, super cool. You also got your hidden blades that you can see inside of virtual reality. And one of the most incredible things is the length of this game. You can easily get well beyond 12 hours of gameplay from just all of the main story missions. It's a proper AAA title. It's not just like a little 3-4 hour sort of little mini game type thing, a little like some of them Star Wars games that we've experienced that just didn't quite have the depth to them. Now, obviously, these are some of the best Meta Quest 3 games that you can play right now, but if you've just picked up a brand new headset and you want to learn about all of the hidden features and how to set it up correctly, you should 100% check out this video next over on my main channel.